Welcome to Trading Lounge and the SP 500 for the 28th of July, and on our daily chart we're tracking this particular count here where we have wave 1 here and 2 here, and then all the way up for wave 3 here, and then we're looking for wave 4 here. With this little move just in here, I can count, well, if we put this wave 4 here, we can count 1 and 2 here, then 3 and 4 here, and 5 here, and have a top in play. So we need to understand how to go short here. We've been working on that. But the other count here is if I put wave 4 here, because I had 5 waves here, then an A and a B and a C wave in here for that, then that finishes off wave 4 here, but then it just leaves me 3 waves up here, so 1 and 2 and 3. So we're looking at wave 4 here and then taking us a little bit higher here for wave 5 of 3 there. So I was looking at that too. So we're looking at two particular positions in here. So let's just go in and have a look at those. So this is the first one here where we have wave 4 here, which is 1 and 2 here, and well, that would actually just go over here for that, 1 and 2 here, and then 3 and 4 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to here, 1 2 3 4 5 here to finish that off here. In that case we would just go up to the 50-60% retracement level and then work lower from that. So we were looking for the 3200 here to become the retested resistance to short that. So we don't need that there anymore. We can actually put that under here, just under that low here, and we'll talk about that in a bit more detail. So we've got a better position to go short there because it would be invalidated at that point. So I'll just clean that up a little bit while I'm here, and we'll take a closer look at that. But let's just drill in on the on the other chart here. We've been looking at it like this here with wave 3 and A and a B, and that's the high on the cash market, this one here. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 4, and then up for 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 2 3 4 5. So we've got wave 3 sitting here. It's possible to have wave 3 here, but I could only get well, there's a good case, let's say there's a good case for having this as an A and a B and a C here as an expanded flat, and then pushing up higher from this point here, moving up into this space here off the 3200. And yeah, so they're the two counts. So what we need to do now is we need to drill in here a little bit closer and work out what our strategy is going to be long or short. So I think we can go to the 15-minute and then the tick chart. So so from the top, if I went to the top up here as such and put wave 5 here, then we've got 5 waves coming to the downside here in this regard here, and in that instance then we would look at this move up through here. As we noted in the opening bell last night, we had wave A here, then an A and a B and a C for wave B here, and then we're looking for it to push up further from the 61.8% mark here. So I'll just tidy this up while I'm here as well. But as you can see above there, the 61.8% here is up around the 3250 area here. So that's our main key number here, and we can use that to become long and short here as well. So let's just set up the short side here. So because we've got 5 waves up here, then we've got an A and a B and a C wave here. We can put this here to go under that wave C of B here. But then because we've got this wave 1 coming up here and wave 2 coming up here, we can put it under this one here now. A little bit later on we'll be able to look at this as wave 1 and 2 here as well, so we'll be able to put it on here as well. So what I'll do is I'll put that here first, and then I'll just put that in here as a half a trade, and then we'll adjust. You can adjust that later to a full trade, because none of these lows should be breached at this point. So what we've done here is we've allowed this to fold out and complete, and then we have looked at this as a wave 4 or wave 1 here, and we were going to go short if the 3200 here had the retested resistance, but that's not the case. So now we're tracking this up here. Now, if we're looking for this as wave 1 here, then we would be looking for, copy that, would be looking for this for wave 2 here. So we don't know if that's going to be the case yet. So in that case, as wave 2 here, we'd be looking at a simple A wave, ABC for the B wave here, then 1 and 2 here, and probably 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 up for the third wave, and then the fourth wave here, and then the fifth wave here with wave C of 2 there. So that's how that would play out. So from wave B to wave C here would have those 5 waves in here, and from between 2 and 3 here we're looking for 5 waves. So I'm just assuming, I haven't checked, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 into the 3250. So what we'll have here at the 3250 is, let me just move these here a little bit. Well, that can go there. Just put these out the way for a moment. Yeah, so let's just imagine that this goes up here. This is wave 3 here for this. Then we'll have wave 4 here, which will be, so we're starting to build into the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level here as wave 5 here. So we'll have the classic trading levels pattern sitting here for this. So then it wouldn't, in this case, it would just continue down further here. So it would retest that again here. I don't know how it's going to play out here. It can be a few different ways, but something like this. But even if you're going to short from up here, if you're going to go long here, then this would be an A and a B and a C wave here, and then the market would continue to move up from that point. So in a nutshell, on the long side, we would need that there. If I can just remove that for a second. So that would be the long side. But if we got 3 waves here as an A, B, C, and then push up from there, that's cool. But if we got 3 waves pulling back here, then we can copy that and put that under here. But you can't do it on the first one. You have to do it on the second one here because we need to move past the bullish corrective ABC pattern here as such. But we'll see how the Asian session goes. That should push up, and then I will have a look at the opening bell again through the London opening kind of time zone, and we'll have a look if we can nail this down a little bit better from this point. So that's the A, the B, and 5 waves up here for the C wave here. So that would be, as I mentioned, that's wave 1 here and 2 here, and we're looking up for wave 3 here, and it'll be 4 here and 5 here, and then there'll be an ABC pattern here for wave 4, and then up for wave 5. So it will look something like that. Okay. And if you're long at the moment, then it's probably not such a bad idea to take profit at the 3250 and then just be patient and wait for the classic trading levels pattern to go long or to go short, and hopefully I'll update it around this time here so we can get that entry happening a bit smoother. So yeah, and in terms of the bullish move here, we would probably end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So that 5th wave here, that would be the 3rd wave here for that. And then that would be the 4th wave. And then we'll have a 5th wave moving up here higher for that. So 1 and 2 here, and then 5 waves up here for wave 3 and 4 and 5 in that case. So, yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a bias for this, I feel like we're still bullish, but I can't confirm that yet. And let's just go to the tick chart here for a moment. So this is my bullish count here. We had wave 3 here, an A wave here, and then just working this here as an ABC pattern through here. I know you can squeeze 5 waves into this here, and that may be right. We'll see. And look, it doesn't matter for me to be right or wrong. I'm too old and crusty about that. All I'm looking for is like, do I go short here, or do my long position that we got here, I've got to get out here, I have to wait for the next setup, I need confirmation, and then I'll move in. So I really don't care about being wrong or right about these things. It makes it easier when the market is flowing nicely and things are easy, but that's not always the case. So we just use Elliott, not as the end and be end of all, but just to help us with the direction, that's all. We know we got 5 waves off the low here, so we can expect an ABC pattern. We got 5 waves off the low here, so after an ABC pattern, we'll get another 5 waves up here. You know, that sort of thing. What I want to do is I want to bring across the Nasdaq, and this is the pattern that we've been looking at with the Nasdaq. Now, this is a NASI 100, of course. It's a CFD, so it's got ties up with the cash and the futures. But on the comp, this high here was the high, right? So high above this one here. So that's why I'm looking at it as an expanded flat correction here. And then we're looking for 5 waves down into this space here. So they're completed at this point. Let me just, that's just a 15-minute chart. That's not really going to cut it. So this is where we've been working. This is where we had done all the work. So we looked at, I wasn't sure about this here actually. It's a little bit sort of dodgy in here for that 1 and 2, I have to say. But apart from that, I was tracking from wave 2 here. I was looking at wave 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, fourth wave here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, then the fourth wave here. Now because wave 2 was complicated, wave 4 is going to be simple. Normally it's the other way around, but I've accounted for all the waves, and this is where we're left with wave 3, 4 and 5 here at the 300. Always expect to bounce off the number 3, and now we're moving up here. So this market's leading to the upside. So this market's going to give us the first wind of news of what's going to happen. So it's going to reach its 50-60% retracement level before the S&P. So we'll just watch this. This count here would be roughly the same. So we can look at it's just a little bit more advanced. If we look at this as 1 and 2 here, then we'll have to look at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So it's approaching the top of the third wave here, or the A, the B, and the 5 waves for the C wave. But you know, the thing with corrections, you know, is that you know, if there's a bullish correction, you've got your A wave, your B wave. Oops, I can't draw on that side, so I have to come over here. The A wave here, the B wave here, and the C wave here. Normally there's some sort of relation between the A and the C, and that's the same to the upside as well. So the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave, there's normally some sort of relationship to them in terms of equality. There's no equality in this one here. This leg here is much longer than this leg here, so I think it's bullish, and it kind of ties in, you know, this ABC correction here. When I was doing the stocks yesterday, as you may know, we will look at, this is just Tesla, just as an example, we were looking at the A, the B, and the C here for this. And this is just an example. There's a lot of stocks like this going through this type of correction here for this. So sure, this wave 4 could get uglier, but the main takeaway here is that it is corrective, and we're not finished to the top up here yet. We're not finished in this, well, not finished in this structure anyway. I mean, this is the same with the Nasdaq. This is basically the same count with the Nasdaq, but with the Nasdaq, I'm not sure if we've got this as wave 4 or we're working this wave 4. I'm not sure which wave 4 we've got here just yet. I need to spend a bit more time on that. So yeah, I won't go into. So I don't know if we've got a blue wave 4 here or an orange wave 4 here yet. But the target area for the Nasdaq would be the 11,500. Okay, so I just want to recap this, and I'll just do it on that 15-minute chart because I can draw on there. So I think that we're in a bullish mode based on the Nasdaq, and I think that we'll go higher here, but I don't know that. Right, so we need to gather evidence as we go, and getting support or a classic trading levels pattern across the 3250 here will decide for us if we should be long or we should be short. As it stands at the moment on the short trades, we can use the 3220 now as a short position. We can also put half a position up here for this. Now we should be able to lift all these up much higher into this space here, but of course we can't do that just yet. So we're preparing for the short trade, and we're also preparing for the long trade. You may be long already based on off the top of group 1 here, 1, 2 and 3. Now if that's the case, take most of the profit. You can leave some skin in the game if you want, but take most of it at the 3250, and then we'll just wait for the setup here. I will try and put a video out around this time, but no promises, so you might have to do this yourself, but at least you know what's going on here at this particular stage here. So support on 3250 presents a good case for the upside, but don't get trigger happy when it first arrives here. So you got to have the arrival, the reaction, and the first high above the level. Do not chase this up through here. Wait for the first high to come into place. Yes, sometimes you can miss out. It can just keep on going, and then you can curse me and throw tomatoes. But most of the time, and I'm talking 90% of the time, we're going to see how it's finding support on this level here. You can just visually see that it hasn't got it here, hasn't got it here, even though it traded above the level there. That's not support. It hasn't come back and checked it, and then it dropped way back down, so that saved your ass. And then it got back up and sat on this one here, so technically you could have gone in here with this. So it is a bit of an art, and it is a bit of a science. So yeah, anyway, enough rabbiting on. Yeah, so that's it. I'm just going to leave it at that. So thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.